Welcome to Birds Huddle. Good to see you. We're powered by PointsBet along with my guy Barrett Brooks. I'm Danny Pommells. We're just over a week away from the start of training camp, as I mentioned. And with that, Nick Sirianni recently spoke with reporters about the upcoming season as well as lessons learned from last year. Right now on our website, Ruben Frank has a piece detailing how Sirianni says he grew in year one. So here's what he said of their 2-5 start last season. That really forced me to look at it like, how are we going to win this next game? And that's all that matters, because if we don't win that one, it's not going to matter what else we do. So it was just staying in the moment, and I think that's what I learned from it. That brings us to Barrett's three-point stance, presented by your Mercedes. And your first stance, Barrett, Nick Sirianni is going to be even better as a coach in year two. Why do you say that?
I mean, it's easy. It's simple. You look at him. He's won the favor of the veteran players. Anytime you can get Jason Kelsey, you can get Lane Johnson, even Fletcher Cox, bought into what he's saying as a coach. I mean, those guys are ride or die. They run through a brick wall through him now because he established that relationship. They know that he'll listen to him, and because of that, now they'll listen to him. As he goes forward, he understands what it takes to be an NFL head coach now. So it's not like he was before. He no longer has to talk about flowers and growing stuff, because why? He already grew the roots. He already had the foundation of this team. So because of that, he's going to be a better coach, because of it. So, I mean, last year, it was all about a pop quiz every single week.
Right.
Because he didn't understand what it was to be a head coach. He was just learning, and it was a trial by fire. Well, now he has a couple of answers to the quizzes. Yeah. Now they can study what it is to be a Nick Sirianni-led team. He already knows what Jason Kelsey likes to do. So he knows how to communicate with him. So now he can get that message across to the rest of the team through a veteran player. He knows what Jalen Hurts is as a player. He knows his shortcomings. He knows what he does best. He could put him in a greater position. He also understands how he needs to deviate himself from being just the offensive side of the ball type of guy. You can call the plays, but then there's also another, 2/3 of the team you have to be accountable for. You got the special teams. You got Gannon in the defense. He now knows how to allocate time and get this time, spend it better as a head coach and a manager, as opposed to just being an offensive coach. And I think that's going to help him out a lot.
And the thing is that, which might be going under the radar, is that he has the continuity of his entire coaching staff back this season. So how much will that help, do you think?
That's going to help him a lot, because now he knows the strengths and weaknesses of their coaching staff. Those guys were just put together last year. Now he knows, all right, we need to get the running game going, with Steichen. He also knows with Gannon, all right, I want to run multiple fronts. I'm going to get you what you need to run these multiple fronts. And that's exactly what he and how he did. Special teams. We don't have a returner. We bring in two returners that could make the squad, because of one guy just happens to be a hurdler. The other guy's a small guy from Utah.
Right.
We'll get to know which guy he's going to use, but he's now starting to, fix and get his guys in certain positions. Now, that offensive coordinator, that defensive coordinator, and that special teams coach know what they need. They told him what they needed, and he tried to fulfill those needs for him.
We'll get to that aforementioned hurdler, Devon Allen, in a minute. You don't want to miss that. But let's get to Barrett's second stance. Nobody is more ready for the start of camp than Jalen Hurts, the Eagles quarterback. He held a camp yesterday for kids in the Philly area in Cheltenham and was asked about getting ready for the start of Eagles training camp. Have a listen.
I can't wait. I can't wait. We put in a lot of work. Everybody's been grinding, putting the work in. So when the time comes, we'll be ready. We're taking it day by day. Everybody's hungry. I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Man, you can see that jawline more pronounced.
I was just about to say
boy
that.
Cut down some weight, more muscular.
No, that's what I'm saying. He didn't cut down weight. Jalen Hurts actually weighs the same that he did last year, but it's more defined now. He's more in shape. He has bigger muscles. He's cut up more than he was last year. He got that baby fat off of it and put more strength into his body. He's prepared for this year like he's never been before. He's physically fit. He's mentally fit. This will be the second year that he has the same offense. Of course he's going to come back a better player. He went through his footwork. He understands what he needs to be a better player. He knows how to lead this team. He knows what this team needs for him to do. All those things are I's being dotted and T's being crossed that he doesn't have to worry about last year, that he had to worry about last year, and he had to worry about going into this year. He'll be a better player just because he's taking a test. So it's going to be more familiar to him now. He's going to go out there now and study and know what's expected of him, not just by his teammates, but by the coaches. And that it's only going to make him a better player because he knows it.
Yeah, that was some file footage there from his first year here with the Birds. Now, of course, we're hoping that he takes that step forward. But one of the things that's going to help him take a step forward is having good weapons. And let's get to your final stance. And one of those weapons could be Devon Allen.
My dog got hosed,
Devon
man.
Allen got robbed. If you hadn't
Yeah,
seen it, he was disqualified in the 110-meter hurdle finals of the World Championships. And we're not talking about disqualified by like some egregious false start. 1/1000th of a second. He just was fast. He just left the blocks fast, Barrett.
I mean, they ain't even kissed. You can at least kiss him, man. Come on. Now tell me how far he's ahead of anybody right there. The guys right next to him. They were the same. They went the same time that he did. I mean, come on, man. They gonna do my guy like that?
Yeah.
I was expecting big things from him, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. He's in the finals. There's no way that he wouldn't have at least got the bronze. He'd been third place in the hurdles.
He was trying to finish the race under protest, but they wouldn't allow him to do that. Hey, props to him for being cool in that situation. But
I wouldn't have been cool. I'd have been cussing everybody out.
Well, maybe he'll channel some of that energy and take it into training camp. What are you expecting from him? You mentioned him maybe being a possible returner. Do you think he'll bring that fervor and intensity to training camp?
He's going to have to, because that'll be probably the best way for him to make this squad through special teams, whether it's a returner or he's down there being a gunner. He's got to play more aggressive. He got to go out there and really impose his will out there on the field. They got to know that he's not just a track guy. Usually when you get the term track guy, that means you're just fast. You know, you're just a one-trick pony. They got to know that he can go out there and catch. He can block. He understands plays. He understands depths and routes and all that type of stuff. It's not just going out there putting the helmet and shoulder pads on. It's more about learning the little idiosyncrasies of being a wide receiver / special teams guy. That'll be the biggest thing that he could do to help him to make a better player. You can't just look at him and be like, all right, this guy's fast.
Right.
There's a lot of fast people, but can you put the totality of the game together? Can you go out there and take a hit? Can you give a hit? Can you block somebody? Can you go out there and catch when somebody's barreling down on you? It's a lot different running that hurdle when you got a 220-pound safety coming downhill and it's you, the ball, and him coming to take your head off. You got to have some, some gumption to go out there and do that.